Charles Cortland Cort Hooper, The Quant Life, The Man Who Refused to Lose, a story of one man's 60 years at the intersection of mathematics, markets, and machine intelligence. Hi, this is Daryl Morris. You've heard all about Evergreen and why I am so passionate about it. Now let me share more of the unusual quant background of its architect so you understand why such performance is possible. In terms of market history and unique approaches and efforts to ride the bull till the buzzer, he is like no other. I should know as a result of his decade-long mentorship to me. Cort Hooper, Ph.D., didn't start on Wall Street. At 78 years old, he's never been there. He started in a bedroom with pencil and graph paper, drawing lines through price data that most people his age couldn't have named. He was just 16 years old. He was already asking a question that would define the next 6 decades of his life. Can the market be predicted, really predicted, with mathematics? That teenager was Charles Cortland Cort Hooper, valedictorian #1 graduate, mathematics major, Los Angeles High School, class of 1965. He went on to graduate #1 again at UCLA with a BS in systems engineering, then earned a Master of Science as the top honor graduate at the U.S. Naval Postgraduate School, then pursued doctoral studies in finance and human behavior with a Ph.D. in 1975. He also had worked in aerospace engineering in Los Angeles as a rocket scientist and computer scientist at Litton Industries, building guidance systems for machines that had to be precisely right every single time. The discipline stuck. So did the quest. The pioneer. In the late 1960s, when most financial professionals were still doing technical analysis by hand, Cort was programming computers to do it for him. He was a pioneer in the use of computers for technical market analysis, later working in TradeStation, MultiCharts, NinjaTrader, Sierra Charts, and eventually TradingView when markets went electronic and the trading field was leveled, before algorithmic trading had a name, before it had a community, before it had a market, long before machine intelligence. He was a market visionary and pioneer of the first order. Cort didn't read about the early technical analysis legends secondhand. He studied under them and co-developed indicators, learning directly from some of the most notable market research pioneers of the era, absorbing their frameworks, and then systematically improving on them. He published his findings not in blog posts, but in 2 national financial market advisory newsletters of his own and in national financial industry magazines, reaching a professional readership that took quantitative market research seriously long before the rest of the world caught up. His market stature grew as his software managed bank trust portfolios, and he became a popular presenter at market conferences put on by major brokerage houses, starting from being a licensed investment advisor at the age of just 21. The builder. Over 60 years, Cort built more than 200 automated algorithmic trading systems and original technical indicators, each one his own construction, not a recombination of tools he found in a platform. He became an acknowledged expert in outside-the-box technical indicators, a distinction validated by more than 99 LinkedIn connections endorsing each of his 50-plus high-level financial skills. The platforms changed. The discipline and goal didn't, but the foundation was built and it was rock solid. The breakthrough that changed everything after years of failure came in the form of what Cort calls the pseudo-series formula, a landmark mathematical tool he developed for testing and fine-tuning trading systems in real time against millions of synthetically generated market simulations. Most system developers back-test against history and hope their results hold on live markets. Cort built a machine, a mathematical formula that attempted to manufacture the future, statistically, and tested his systems against it with millions of iterations before risking $1. It was a different category of rigor. There was and is nothing like it. That formula became the validation engine behind Evergreen, the fully automated trading system he soul-coded and had deployed live on a $1 million account over the past 3.5 years. The auto trade results are public, documented, and third-party verified. Again, nothing like it anywhere. This includes the Medallion Fund of Renaissance Technologies, often called RenTech. Founded by the now retired legendary algo systems developer Jim Simons, known as arguably the greatest money-making machine in financial history. It set the bar high with a staggering average gross annual return before fees of around 66%. Evergreen's is nearly 5 times higher over multiple years of trading. And yes, it took a rocket scientist. $10,460,608 net profit, live brokerage account trading. 307% ROI annual return on initial account. $18,531 average daily P&L. 77.84% win percentage across all trades. 3.74 profit factor, total gains divided by total losses. 80.22% winning trading days. 100% winning trading months. 4,397 total live trades executed and posted real time, average hold time 31 minutes. 8 trades per day traded. Only about 50% of trading days in the market are traded by the algos. 13.42% maximum drawdown on account balance, the main loss metric that matters. 22.5 MAR ratio, net profit divided by maximum drawdown. 8.0 ratio of max consecutive winning days, 40, to max consecutive loss days, 5. The champion. In 2017, Cort entered an international automated trading competition. His first. He didn't place. He didn't podium. He won. Twice. Back to back. First time out with the same automated system he had been quietly building for decades, while everyone else was still debating whether algorithmic trading was even possible for independent developers. It was then he knew he really had something. Best by test against the best. It wasn't luck. It was the result of a system built on 4 non-negotiable principles. Trade with a mathematical edge, manage risk with discipline and surgical precision, keep the signal clean, and be consistent without exception. The championships confirmed what the live Evergreen performance record had already demonstrated, that the theory and math worked, that the system was real, and that Cort Hooper had been right all along. The market movement could be explained in probabilities by the universal language of mathematics, and the resulting wisdom gained could guide the strategies in his algos to consistent profits long term, as markets will always change. That actual intelligence, AI, and Cort's God-given 170 IQ brain became his own learning machine, feeding back into his algos' trade execution, and the train keeps running. He didn't retire when he was done laying the tracks. He wrote the book on systems trading the markets, literally. Trading System Development and Profitability, soon on Amazon and in Barnes & Noble, is the definitive industry text on algorithmic trading system design, validation, and operation, drawn from more than half a century of first-hand quantitative market experience. No ghostwriter, no co-author. Cort wrote it himself, the way he built everything else, from first principles, with full ownership of every word and idea. Epilogue. There is a version of this story where Cort Hooper is simply a very accomplished man with an impressive resume and worked the markets on the side. It is on the YouTube channel Cort Hooper in a professional biography video commemorating his induction into the marquee who's who in America. But that reading misses the point. The real relevant story here is simpler and stranger than any credential. A teenager decided that the market could be tamed and domesticated with mathematics, and then spent 60 years proving it, building over 200 systems, writing 2 newsletters, publishing research, studying under the legends, winning the championships, posting the live results, and finally writing the book that explains how all of it works. The markets did not just reward the extraordinary 60-year effort of the most consequential, under-the-radar trading systems developer outside of Wall Street. It has rewarded the precision, the patience, the discipline, the essentials for success in any life's endeavor, the hallmarks of his algos. The Evergreen train is on the tracks, ready to leave the station, and always runs on time with a great team guiding the journey. At the next stop, you just might want to get on board. Get with the person who shared this video with you to get you a ticket, perhaps a seat near the quiet Quant himself.